to the next generation, I would pass on to them and say, you know, can they remember how they grew up in that neighborhood?
In order to understand the origin of the community, we must look back. Charlotte Blair of the J.K. Dimmick Company saw the need for cast iron pipes. In 1905, she invited Mr. John J. Egan to be an investor in a SIPCO. Shortly after investing in a SIPCO, he sought to improve its employees' working conditions, such as building a bathhouse, medical clinic, and finally an employee-based affordable housing.
I chose this neighborhood mainly because of the appearance of the neighborhood at the time. And in addition to that, John J. Egan Elementary School, I found out, was right down the hill from my house. And also, North Birmingham Shopping Square was a wonderful place at that time to shop. It was like a one-shop stop place. Everything you needed were there at the square.
The neighborhood was nice. We only had one black family that lived right across the street. And we was the second, and that was the Anderson.
Well, we were looking for houses, and beside we drop over here, and that's where I am now.
Well, it was close from where we used to live.
Well, I was out looking to buy a home, and we just happened to come up there on 34th Avenue, and it was some white people in that house, but it was up for sale. So I went up and talked to them. They was moving out, and they sold it to us for $10,000.
Like we did when we first toured the community, just look, give a good general overall look at the community, just for its appearance, and then, you know, try to seek out, you know, the kind of neighbors that if you were interested in living there, get involved in your community. I think that's important.
This neighborhood has been quiet and nice, and I like it. You know, we don't dip in no other folks' business. They don't dip in mine. So everything's been okay.
You know, just the environment is different. It's not what it used to be. And you know, and it seems like the things are going down. People don't care as much as they used to be. You know, we used to be caring about each other. But then, you know, like as far as your yard and everything, keeping it up, they're not as they were.
We used to go to neighbor's house and have club meeting and have little parties. Now at the Higgins, that's where we would be in the basement having different things that we was having, dancing and drinking and whatever. That was the fun part.
Henry Anderson, I'm trying to think about the Andersons when we just had a lot of fun with them. And we had like a little club like that. We got to mingle with each other. And so it was enjoyable. And I think the children got along well.
So the best part I can say, again, as an adult and looking at how children grow up now, is having a sense of community. So we used to again, hang out in the streets, play baseball, and then we used to have a neighbor, I won't call her name, but she used to take us to the movies. And it used to be like this, well, they've reopened it since, like the Alabama Theater, and they used to play this big, huge pipe organ, wah, wah. And so she used to sneak us on the bus, and we didn't have to pay, but we would go there and we would watch a movie on the screen. And as the movie is playing or whatever, the pipe organ would be going. Such a cool memory.
Well, really, I really plan to stay up there, you know, because we got old, because all the children was moving in, like your mama, Renee and the Scotts and all of them. They was moving in one by one. So the children got along real good. That's one thing made me step because our children got along real good. They really did. You should have seen the girl. One year snowed. You should have seen many of them out there like Santa Claus. They were so cute out there playing in the snow. Because you know, we're not used to snow. And it was enough snow for them to get out there and play at night. I never will forget Michelle now.
They came in. They were small though. I had to do a lot of things for them, but I'm still on the case, and they older now.
One of my fondest memories is the bond that was formed between the parents and the children. It was just like one big happy family.
I have a large family. She had a large family. We would come over and we'd be with the children. We took a vacation every year. And the Anderson had a son, same age my son. They used to go out on camping during the week and during the weeks at a time. We been married 63 years. We got married August the 13th, 1961. We met in a swing in a park.
Okay, and y'all went to different schools?
Same school.
Oh, okay.
So been together all that time. Truthfully, I have enjoyed my 61 years. And although we know each other before, and we were going with each other before, through high school, through elementary school. So he was a good guy all the time.
Let me see.
Let him say.
He'll get along, man. You want good advice. Your family might have to get along. Just me and her wouldn't make it if the family wouldn't get along. The family have to get along. And then you have friends. You have to have friends like some of the same thing you like. And then Christ, family and friends. And that's it. That's what make a long marriage.
And most of the time, it was like 18 in the house, like mostly 18 in the house. They had a lot of black eyed peas and stuff. But we got along real good, you know what I'm saying? And it just go back to my memory when all the children used to be sitting around on the floor and stuff. And when I come from work, I would bring ice cream and cake. So when I give them all ice cream and cake and one come out even, I ate the one so everybody got the same thing in the house. So it was just a good memory of those children being there and us sitting around the one TV. Everybody sitting around that TV, watching that TV. So it was just wonderful. That was a good moment. Me and Sister would be laying up there in the bed looking at it, but the children would be around the TV looking at it, eating popcorn and stuff. So it just was a good memory in that place.
Well, Miss Capers used to cook collard greens, and my kids loved her greens. They used to go back there next 2 doors from me and eat. And as far as I can remember, we never had trouble with the children, with the family, nobody. It was always quiet, like it is now.
I miss, like I said, I miss from being up there because that was a good neighborhood. And the grown people got along. They really got along. And let me just tell this. I had got sick and coming down with crippling arthritis, and sister had 7 back operations. And I never forget, Lily Pearl Smith. We had a saving club, women's saving club, and Lily Pearl Smith, I never will forget it. She said everything she bought in her house, she bought some of it to my house for to feed them children. She said, Dr. Capers, your children ain't gonna be home. And she would bring food down there, peas, everything to feed my children. I really admired her for that. I really did. So those are just good memories, how, and Miss Carolyn Higgin them, and how they did for my children and stuff. Even though I would let them go in her yard, because she had a nice place, let them throw the balls over in her yard. And I tell them, don't you go in there and get the, Carolyn said, let them children go get the ball. See, because I didn't want to mess up her yard. So like I said, we were just very, very good neighbors.
Because I like it where it is, the way it is, you know. We do have a white neighbor 3 doors down, but we've never had any problems, you know. But I miss some of the neighbors that have passed, you know.
I wish I won't go back, but I wish we were still up there because it's not like it used to be up there with different people living in and coming in the neighborhood. So it's really not like I said, all the children could get along up there and play in the streets and stuff. So to me, it don't seem like it used to be up there. It really don't. Really don't seem like that.
How mine would be, I would like to be known by a good neighbor, got along with everyone well. I was likable, and where I could be a help out.
I can truly say that I have been very happy in this community. I personally wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Although some of our original neighbors have gone on to glory, there's a few of us that still remain. And I will always have fond memories of different events that were held and that we attended, and the love that was shown while everybody was still alive in the community. You know, if they were loving, always check on you, love your children, was free to discipline your children without any repercussions. And that is, in my opinion, is priceless. I miss dearly the one who has gone on, but I do have fond memories of them. And I'm thankful for the ones that still remain up here with us.
I would like for them to remember, like Renee, Min, and Michelle. Now, I would like for them to remember how the neighbors were, how good they were. When we was working, I was working, Mom, and a lot of us were. Miss Scott didn't work. She would make peanut butter and jelly sandwich and give them to our children. And they would be full when we come home because she was spilling so much peanut butter and jelly. I'm kidding. It was just nice. I ain't lying. It was just nice being up there. And our people, we just like sisters and brothers up there. That's really the truth. We like sisters and brothers. So we was a family up there. And I would love to lead that with our children and know just how we could get along as people. And they can get along with people because we always got along up there. You can live anywhere in town, but just be you. Be loving and kind to people. And you know that'll get you through a lot of things. As Reverend Starr said, it'll bring you, broken pieces.
Which in this area, let the area be quiet like it is, and we need to get away from the shooting and all that kind of stuff.